What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today we got an emergency video I was not planning on recording, but the Indiana Pacers have traded for Pascal Siakam, man. Now, obviously this is big news. We'll get into the details of the trade and my thoughts on it here in a second, but today we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Indiana Pacers. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. It should be a lot of fun, man. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, man, let's take a look at this trade here. So the Pacers are going to send Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, a 2024 first round pick, which actually is going to be the worst of a series of picks, from the Thunder, the Jazz, the Clippers, the Rockets, and also the Pacers. And Indiana also sent 2 of its own first round picks, which are unprotected in 2024 and 26. In return, they're going to get Pascal Siakam, and there also is another team involved in this. The Pelicans are going to send Kira Lewis Jr. to the Raptors, and in 2024 second round pick to the Pacers. And then the Pacers are going to send them cash considerations, which obviously we can't do in 2K, so that's why I didn't include it. Not like it's too big of a deal. But anyways, let me give you guys my thoughts on the trade here for the Indiana Pacers. I love the addition to Pascal Siakam, man. He's having a really good season. He's going to take a lot of scoring pressure off of Tyrese Halliburton, and I think he also has the pieces around him to thrive, man. You know, he's the type of player who likes to drive, likes to get to the rack. Now he's surrounded by 3-point shooters, man. He didn't really have that in Toronto. Now he's got Buddy Hield, Tyrese Halliburton, even Miles Turner, his front court partner. And look, I know 3 first round picks is a lot for Pascal Siakam, but with that being said, they didn't have to give up any young players, you know, Benedict Mathurin, Jarris Walker. And honestly, man, those first round picks probably aren't going to be that valuable. So when you think about it that way, I'm really not mad at this deal for the Pacers. And if you're the Raptors, man, even though it's not the most valuable picks, it's still 3 first round picks for Pascal Siakam, a guy on an expiring deal that could have walked this offseason. Ideally, you would have liked to have gotten like a young player or 2, but hey, man, they're hitting the reset button. Now they got draft capital. They're still set up pretty well for the future. Anyways, man, that's a lot of talking. Let's get into our rotation breakdown, which I guess is even more talking. But anyways, we got Tyrese Halliburton, who obviously is the face of our franchise. He's 23 years old, 93 overall, having a really good season. You know, 24 points a game, 4 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here, and he's shooting 40% from deep. We'll take that. Obviously, it goes without saying, man, he's going to be safe for this entire video. At the 2, we got Buddy Hield, who is 31 years old, 79 overall. Now his stats are a little bit down this season, 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 38% from deep. But still, man, he's a really good 3-point shooter, a great kickout option. He's definitely got a lot of value, man. With that being said, he is on the last year of his deal, a little bit over 19 M's this season. It's a lot of money, man. If I do bring him back, it's going to be for a pay cut. We'll just have to see what he's looking for. Anyways, at the 3, we got Aaron Nesmith, who is 24 years old, 79 overall. You know, he began his career at the Celtics, but since then, I feel like he's really found his home with the Pacers. 12 points a game this season, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 47% from deep. That's insane. Now he does have a new contract kicking in next season. It's going to be 11 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. That sounds like a steal to me, man. I'm not mad at it. Then at the 4, we got Pascal Siakam, man. I know I talked about him already, but I will say this, man. He's on an expiring contract. Obviously, we got to resign him this offseason. I'm sure he's going to want a max contract. I know it is a lot of money, but it is what it is. I got to do it. Anyways, man, at the 5, we got Miles Turner, who for a long time was on a trading block, but obviously that's not the case anymore, man. We're trying to be competitive, and he is a good center. He's averaging 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, shooting 33% from deep, which is down from last year. It is what it is. He can still space the floor. He's a really good rim protector. I like him a lot, man. Let's take a look at the bench now. We got Benedict Mathurin, who is 21 years old, 81 overall, 6 overall pick in 2022. I mean, the guy can score, man. 15 points a game this season, shooting 38% from deep. But honestly, man, the big question is if I do want to go all in and try to win right now, do I want to trade away Benedict Mathurin? You know, he's young, he's got potential. He definitely would have some trade value. I haven't made my mind up just yet, man. We'll see what happens. Anyways, we also got Obi Toppin, who is 25 years old, 80 overall. You know, he didn't have the biggest role with the Knicks, but he's really thriving with the Pacers. 12 points a game this season, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 42% from deep, man. We'll take that. I like me some Obi Toppin, man. That's for sure. We also got Andrew Nembhard in the mix, who is 24 years old, 76 overall. I mean, for a second round pick, man, he's been pretty solid. 8 points a game this season, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. His 3-point shooting did go down this season, 32%. That's unfortunate. Again, man, for a second round pick, he is solid, but it's kind of like Benedict Mathurin, man. If I do want to try to win right now, he's a young guy who might get traded. Honestly, the same goes to Jalen Smith, you know, 23 years old, 77 overall, and his stock is probably at its highest, man. He's playing really well this season. You know, 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. I mean, bro's even shooting 47% from deep. That's insane. He's definitely a young player with some value. Also in the mix is Isaiah Jackson, 22 years old, 77 overall. We got a lot of young guys, man. We're not gonna be able to keep everybody. So yeah, guys like Andrew Nembhard, Jalen Smith, Isaiah Jackson. If I decide to speed up the timeline, they might get traded. Anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got TJ McConnell, 31 years old, 78 overall. I mean, he's a solid veteran point guard, man. He also is on offense. He gets in the passing lanes on defense. But with that being said, man, he's on a pretty decent sized contract. A little bit under 9 M's this season and a little bit over 9 M's the year after that. I could definitely use that as salary filler for a trade. We also got Jarris Walker in the mix, who is 20 years old, 8th overall pick in this past year's draft. He hasn't played a bunch this season, but I think he has a lot of potential. You know, he's a good defender. He can space the floor. He's got pretty good passing vision as well. I definitely do like him. And again, man, I feel like a broken record here, but if we are trying to win right now, guys like Benedict Mathurin, Jarris Walker, young players of value, we might trade them at some point. We also got James Johnson, who at this point is a bit of a meme. They signed him like right after that whole thing with Giannis where he was like going crazy about the game ball. Remember that? Yeah, they signed James Johnson literally the next day, pretty much as an enforcer. They said that's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, obviously other than that, he's not really doing too much for us. And last but not least, we got Ben Shepherd, who is 22 years old, 26 overall pick in this past year's draft. Like I said, man, we got a lot of young players on this team. If he wants to crack the rotation, he's going to have to progress. It's really that simple. Speaking of future plans though, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off of season 1. I definitely want to get some defenders, man. We got a really good offense right now, not so much on defense. I mean, we don't got to become the best defensive team, man. Obviously that's unrealistic, but still I want to improve in that department. Then for year 2, man, I want to finalize my young core. You know, like I said, we got a lot of young players right now. I'm trying to decide which ones are going to be a part of our future. Don't get me wrong, man, it's a good problem to have, but yeah, we got to figure that out. And then for year 3, per usual, buy if necessary. If we still haven't won a championship by then, best believe I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. But anyways, man, that's a look at the 3-year game plan. Let's not waste any more time. Let's sim to the trade deadline and see what moves we can do. Alright, man, so that didn't take too long. We hit the trade deadline and we are 29 and 23, the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. It's not too bad, but let's look around for some trades. Alright, so I looked around for a little bit and honestly I couldn't find a trade that made sense for us. Well, I guess that's a lie. I did find something. I thought about sending TJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd in the 1st round pick in 2028 to the Chicago Bulls for Alex Caruso. You know, I said I wanted some defense. I feel like it would be a great fit for us. And for the Bulls, man, they would get a young player and also a 1st round pick. That's a pretty good return. I ain't gonna lie, man, it was tempting, but the reason why I didn't do it is because it really would limit us in terms of our draft capital. You know, because of the stipend rule, we wouldn't be able to trade another 1st round pick until 2030. So yeah, man, if we don't win this season, it'd be pretty tough to make upgrades to our team. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, that's kind of why I want to stay put this season, as opposed to trading away all of our 1st round picks in 1 year. Let's just sim this season, see how far we go, see what changes we need to make, and then we'll go from there, man. That's the game plan, so let's get back to simming. Alrighty, man, so the boys went 48 and 34 this season. That's not too bad. But anyways, looking down to MVP, let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. As we got Tyrese Halliburton All-NBA 2nd team. That's good to see. And do we have anything else here? No, we don't, but that's fine. And you know what? I'll take this, man. We're the number 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're not in the play-in, so that's good. Let's take a look at the stats now. Tyrese Halliburton led the way at 21 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here. And he also shot 41% from deep, man. Shout out to him. We also got Miles Turner 36%, that's good. Benedict Mathurin 38%, Buddy Hield 43, Obi Toppin 40. We got 3-point shooting, man, that's for sure. Aaron Nesmith 43, and even Jalen Smith 40. That's really good. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. We got Pascal Siakam 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. We also got Miles Turner 16 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And then our main guy off the bench was Benedict Mathurin, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Alrighty, let's take a look at this matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. As let's see, they got Damian Lillard, Malik Beasley, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and also Bobby Portis Jr. It's a good team, man. Let me shorten the rotation just to be safe here. Alrighty, man, I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench, and I did take Isaiah Jackson out of it. So is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's go ahead and find out. As let's see, we win game 1. That's a good start. It is 2-0 us now. Let's see, 2-1. That's totally fine. They didn't got sweep them. They tied up though. Come on, bro. Please go 32 here. And we do. Can we close this thing out? And no, we cannot. Tough. We got Sincast, man. If it is close, we will jump into it. But let's see. We lose the 1st quarter, but we bounce right back there in the 2nd. It's looking pretty good, bro. Hey, man, I think we got this one in the bag, and it looks like we do. Wow. Hey, man, the boys are still in it. We're moving on to the 2nd round, going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, and also Nicholas Claxton. It's a good team, man. I think that we are better, though. So let's get into it. As we win game 1, that's good. It is 2-0 us now. Let's see, 3-0. Is it going to be that easy? I guess it is, man. There we go. Just like that, we're here in the conference finals, going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Kelly Oubre Jr., Tobias Harris, and also Joel Embiid. All right, this team probably is better on paper, but you never really know in 2K. So they win game 1. Let's see, it's 1-1 now. Way to bounce back. It is 2-1 us now. Bro, no shot. 3-1 us now. Can we close this thing out? And we can. Just like that, the Indiana Pacers are in the NBA Finals. That's insane. And it looks like we're going to face the Golden State Warriors of all teams, man. That's actually perfect because I just did a realistic rebuild of them. If you guys want to check that out, the link to it should be popping up on the screen. But anyways, taking a look at the matchup, they got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and also Trace Jackson Davis. It's a good team, bro, but honestly, I think we got them beat. So let's get into it. We lose game 1. Let's see, it is 1-1. Way to bounce back there. 2-1 them. That's totally fine. 3-1. Yeah, man. We might have a work cut out for us here. I guess I'm going to shorten the rotation one more time. Alright, man. So shorten this thing even more. I got Tyrese Halliburton playing 44 minutes. That's insane. But it's an 8-man rotation. Is that enough to win 3 games against the Warriors, man? Honestly, I'm not too optimistic. And it looks like we can't, bro. That's tough. We lose to the Warriors in 5 games. Steph Curry Finals MVP. Shout out to him. I mean, I can't complain. We made it all the way to the NBA Finals. That's a lot better than I thought we do. Hey, man, the future's looking bright. Let's keep it moving to season 2. Alright, man. So we did pick number 20 in the draft, but obviously it is going to the Raptors. That's totally fine. Let's skip this thing. Now we gotta re-sign some guys in free agency. Obviously the main one is Pascal Siakam. Let's do 35 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. I'm also gonna re-sign Buddy Hield on a nice budget deal, 7 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. That's good. Bro, you gotta love 2K. Apparently we got a matching offer on Obi Toppin from the New York Knicks of all teams. It's 3 years, about 40 M's, man. It is what it is. Let's do that deal. And last but not least, I'm gonna re-sign Jalen Smith, 11 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. And he says yes to it. Alright, man, now we're player progression and we got a lot of green arrows. That's a really good sign. We got Tyrese Halliburton up 2 to 95. We also got Benedict Mathurin up 2 to 83. Aaron Nesmith up 1 to 80. Let's see. We got Andrew Nembhard up 2 to 78. Isaiah Jackson, Jalen Smith both up 1 to 78. We do have a red arrow here though. Buddy Hield down 2 to 77. What else we got here? TJ McConnell down 2 to 76. He's outside the rotation, so that's fine. Let's see, man. We got Jarris Walker up 2 to 76. That's good. Oscar Sheboy up 2 to 71. And then we got Isaiah Wong up 2 to 70. Anyways, man, that's a look at the team. Obviously, I feel really good about it. We made the finals last year. Let's go to season 2 and try to win it all. Alrighty, so the team here too is looking like Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin now starting. You know, with Buddy Hield regressing, I think it is the right choice. But anyways, I also got Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, we got Obi Toppin, Buddy Hield, we got Andrew Nembhard, Jalen Smith, and also Isaiah Jackson. It's a good team, man, that's for sure. But was last year's playoff run a fluke? That's the big question. Let's get to simming and find out. Alright, man, so my voice sounds a little bit different. It's because I'm actually recording the next morning. It's like 4 a.m, bro. I had to get some sleep. But anyways, we're here at the trade deadline and we are 35 and 14, the second seed in the Eastern Conference. That's really good, man, but let's look around for some trades. Alright, man, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Smith, Ben Shepherd, and 2 first-round picks in 2028 and 2030. I know it says 2029. Unfortunately, 30 isn't in 2K just yet. However, in real life, you're able to trade picks up to 7 years in advance. Obviously, I'll make that change off camera when I can, but yeah, this is something we can do. I just wanted to point that out. But anyways, I'm trying to send all of that to the Brooklyn Nets for Mikal Bridges and Alec Burks. I know the Nets still want to move on from Mikal Bridges, man, but they're a middle of the pack team. It's time to hit the reset button. And even though there's been reports that they've turned down what, like 4 first-round picks in Mikal Bridges, looking around at the other trades, man, Pascal Siakam for 3 first-round picks, OG Anunoby for some players and some seconds. It's pretty safe to say Mikal Bridges is not worth 4 first-round picks. I think this is a really fair return, man. They're getting Benedict Mathurin, a nice young player, 22 years old. They're also going to get another young player, Jalen Smith, 24 years old. You know, he could thrive in a bigger role. And then they're going to get another young player, Ben Shepherd, 23 years old, plus 2 first-round picks, man. I think that's a really fair return. Honestly, it might be an overpay, but man, I just love the fit of Mikal Bridges on the Pacers. I think it would be perfect. You know, we need some defense. He can provide that. He'd be a really good third scoring option, sometimes the second. You know, 21 points a game this season, 38% shooting from deep. We'll take that, man. I think he'd be great. Now, I know it is unfortunate. We got to get rid of a lot of young guys, you know, Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Smith. But honestly, man, we're deep enough. It's not really going to hurt us too much. I think if we want to win a championship, this is the type of move we should do. So let's say they will say yes to this thing, and they will. Mikal Bridges, welcome to the team, man. Let's get it. Bro, you can't tell me we don't got a squad right now. Tyrese Halliburton, Mikal Bridges, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, I got Obi Toppin, Buddy Hield, Andrew Nembhard, Isaiah Jackson, Jarris Walker now getting minutes for us. We'll see what he can do, but let's also see what we can do, man. Can we win a championship this year? Let's get to simming and find out. Alrighty, man, so the boys won 58 and 24 this season. Nikola Jokic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? It does not look like it. Okay. What about the All-NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this thing. Anything for the Pacers? We got Tyrese Halliburton, All-NBA third team. That's good to see. And I think that's gonna be it for us. Yeah, it is. Hey man, I can't complain. We're the second seed in the Eastern Conference. You love to see it. Let's take a look at the stats now. Alrighty, Tyrese Halliburton led the way for us. He averaged 22 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal, round up around here. And he shot 46% from deep, man. That's insane. We also got Mikal Bridges 38%. We got Miles Turner 35. We got Buddy Hield 45. Then we got Aaron Nesmith 39%. We got Andrew Nembhard 36. We got some 3-point shooting, man. That's for sure. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. I got Mikal Bridges 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we also got Pascal Siakam 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Let's see, Miles Turner 14 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and also 2 blocks. That's really good. And our main guy at the bench was Obi Toppin, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the New York Knicks. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup as they got Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Quentin Grimes, no OG Anunoby. That's interesting. Then they got Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. Did they not resign him? I don't really know, but either way, let me show you the rotation here. All right, man, I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench, and I did take Jarris Walker out of it just because he's the youngest guy here. So yeah, it's a 9-man rotation now. Is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's see. We won game 1. That's good. It is 2-0 us now. Let's see, 3-0. Can we get the clean sweep? And it looks like we can. There we go. Now we're moving on to the second round, and it looks like we're gonna face the Brooklyn Nets. That's interesting. Sure, Benedict Mathurin is out for revenge, but anyways, let's take a look at the matchup as they got Tyus Jones, Benedict Mathurin, Cam Johnson, Jalen Smith also out there for revenge, and then Nicholas Claxton. It's a good team, man, but I think that we are better. So let's get into this thing. We're gonna take this game by game per usual. As let's see, we lose game 1, and we're down 2-0 now, bro. Not like this. Not like this 2K. Let me show in the rotation because yeah, we're not going to lose this thing. That would not be a good look. All right, man. So it's still a 9-man rotation, but I gave more minutes to the starters and not so much for the bench. So can we make it out of this thing? Down 2-0 to the Brooklyn Nets, bro. That's so tough. We win that game. That's good. Let's see. 2-2 now. That's nice. 3-2 them. Come on, bro. I already showed in the rotation. We do force the game 7. There we go. Let's go Simcast, man. If it is close, then we will jump into it. That'd be really fun. But anyways, they win the first quarter. We win the second quarter pretty convincingly, 48 points. Jeez. Yeah, man, I think we're gonna run away with this thing. That's good to see, man, because again, that would not have been a good look if we lost to the team we traded. What was it? Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Smith, and 2 first-round picks too. Yeah, that would have been really bad. But anyways, now we're moving on to the conference finals, going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Honestly, man, when you take a look at those matchups, it's pretty even. This should be a good one. But anyways, let's get into this. As we win game 1, that's good. It is 2-0 us now. 2-1, that's fine. They didn't think I'd sweep them. But can we get the gentleman sweep? Wow, we can. Okay. That is a really good sign, boys. Now we're here in the NBA Finals and we're going up against the OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lu Dort, Jalen Williams, and also Chet Holmgren. It's another good team that we match up well with, man. Let's get into it. As we lose game 1, that's tough. 2-0 them. I already started the rotation. 2-1. Way to bounce back there, boys. 2-2. Can we go 3-2 here? No, we cannot. Please force a game 7, man, and we cannot do it. That is so tough. The OKC Thunder win it all. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP. Shout out to him, I guess. I ain't gonna lie, man, I thought we had it that year, but it is what it is. Let's move on to season 3. We do got the number 28 pick in the draft. It's nothing too crazy, but let's go to draft night and check it out. Okay, so obviously I don't know anything about this draft class, but I do want like a young wing player, you know, because Buddy Hield is getting older. I see this guy, Scotty Middleton, 6'7", really good size in the backcourt, and he should have gotten picked a long time ago. All NBA ceiling, man. That sounds good to me. Let's make that pick, man. Scotty Middleton, welcome to the Pacers. Now we're in free agency where we got to re-sign Miles Turner, 25 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. I guess let's sign TJ McConnell on a 1-year veteran minimum. It's good to have guys like that on the roster, man. Let's make that happen. Now we're player progression, man, and once again, we got a lot of green arrows, so that's nice. We got Tyrese Halliburton up 1-96, Andrew Nembhard up 2-80, Obi Toppin up 1-80. Let's see, what else do we got here? Isaiah Jackson up 1-79, Jarris Walker up 2-78. We do got Buddy Hield down 2-75. That's pretty tough. Obviously, I'm gonna have to replace him. But what else do we got here, man? TJ McConnell down 2-74. That's totally fine. And then Isaiah Wong up 2-72. I still like this team a lot, man. We made it to the finals in each of the last 2 seasons. Let's move on to season 3 and try to finally make it happen. Already, so the team for 3 is looking like Tyrese Halliburton, Mikal Bridges, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, you got Andrew Nembhard, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Jackson, Jarris Walker, and Buddy Hield. I guess it's still getting minutes for us. Eventually, I'm gonna have to upgrade them. But anyways, man, let's head to the trade deadline and see if there's any moves we can do. So we're here at the trade deadline and we are 30-20 to 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. We definitely got to make a trade, man. Let's get into it. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Scotty Middleton and a 2nd round pick to the Chicago Bulls for Gary Trent Jr. They're still a really bad team, man. They need some young players and draft capital. With this trade, you're going to get Scotty Middleton, you know, pretty much a 1st round pick and also a 2nd rounder, man. I think that's a good deal. And for us, man, with Buddy Hield regressing, I need that spark plug out the bench. I think Gary Trent Jr. can be that guy. He's averaging 12 points a game this season and he's shooting 40% from deep. Let's see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. There we go. Gary Trent Jr., welcome to the team. And that's the squad, man. We got Tyrese Halliburton, Mikal Bridges, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and also Miles Turner. Off the bench, we got Obi Toppin, we got Andrew Nembhard, Gary Trent Jr., Jarris Walker, and also Isaiah Jackson. Is that enough to turn this season around, man? Let's find out. Alright, man, so the boys in 56-26 this season. We'll take that. Luka Doncic's MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yes, we do. Coach of the year, Rick Carlisle. Shout out to him. And I guess that's it for us. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. As we got Tyrese Halliburton, All-NBA 2nd team. Do we have anything else here for the Indiana Pacers? No, we don't, but that's fine. I guess that trade helped out, man. We're the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. You'll love to see it. Let's take a look at the stats now. Alrighty, so Tyrese Halliburton led the way for us. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. And he shot 42% from deep. That's really good. We also got Mikal Bridges, 41%. We got let's see, Gary Trent Jr. 41, Andrew Nembhard 40, Aaron Nesmith 42. We don't have a ton of guys shooting above league average, but hey, man, the ones who are really knocking it down. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of this stuff, we got Mikal Bridges, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. We also got Pascal Siakam, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And then we can't forget about Miles Turner, man, 13 points a game to go along with 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. No surprise here. It looks like our man got the bench was Gary Trent Jr. He averaged 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. deal. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the New York Knicks. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Miles McBride at the 1, not Jalen Brunson. That's interesting. But then they got Kyrie Irving. Okay, they also got Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. It's a good team, man. I think that we are better. But either way, let me shorten the rotation. All right, man, you guys know the deal. I give more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench. And I did take Isaiah Jackson out of it to make it a 9-man rotation. So let's get into this thing, man. As let's see, we're going to take this game by game per usual. We lose game 1. That's tough. It is 2-0. Damn, bro. Not like this, man. 3-0. Are you kidding me? What is going on, 2K? I am not having it, bro. We're going to shorten this rotation even more right now. This is so insane. All right, man, so it might be too late, but I'm going to make some changes here. I'm going to start Gary Trent Jr. at the 2 spot over Aaron Neesmith. And just move Mikal Bridges to the 3. You know, Neesmith is really struggling right now. Bro, Gary Trent Jr. is doing his thing. 62% shooting from the floor, 43% from deep. We definitely got to start him. Is that going to be enough, though, man? Honestly, I'm not too sure. Let's get into it. As we do win 1 game, that's good. 3 more to go. We win that game, okay. And we got a game 7, boys. Let's go Simcast here. Bro, if we can pull off this comeback, that would be so insane. So we blow them out in the first quarter. They win the second. Are we gonna pull this thing off, bro? No shot. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The Indiana Pacers had come back from down 3-0, and now we're moving on to the second round. Let's get it, bro. We're going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Let's take a look at the matchup. As man, we got all the momentum right now. But anyways, they got D'Lo back in the mix, Benedict Mathurin, Derek Whitehead, Jason Tatum, and Alperen Sengun, man. That's insane. I ain't gonna lie, they got a squad. But let's get into it. As we win game 1, that's good. It is 2-0 us now. 2-1. Did not think I'd sweep them, but can we get the gentleman sweep here? Yes, we can, bro. The boys are hooping right now. Is Gary Trent Jr. the answer? He must be. But anyways, now we're in the conference finals going up against the Wizards. Wow, that's pretty crazy. But let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyus Jones, Bilal Coulibaly, Danny Avdia, Kyle Kuzma, and also Jalen Duren. I want to say something, but I'm not going to jinx myself. Let's just get into it. As we lose game 1, 1-1, that's good. Way to bounce back there. 2-1 them now. 3-1, bro. Are you kidding me? What else can I do right now? Honestly, I don't even know, man. I mean, I guess I'll just get more minutes to the starters. Like, what else can I do right now? That's about as good as it's gonna get. So can we win 3 games against the Wizards? We win that one, that's good. And we got a game 7, bro. If we can make another comeback, that would be insane. So let's see. It is the first quarter goes to us. The second quarter as well. Yeah, okay. We're looking pretty good, boys. You could not beat the Indiana Pacers, man. We refuse to go down. This is insane. We're in the NBA Finals for a 3rd straight season, and we're going up against the OKC Thunder, man. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Jalen Brunson, bro. Are you kidding me? That is an insane addition. Then they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am not optimistic here. That is a super team. As we won game 1, though. 1-1. Let's see. 2-1 us. Bro, no shot. 2-2, okay. Come on, man. Please go 3-2 here. We cannot. I mean, I've already messed around with the rotation enough. Let's just send this thing. And we do lose, bro. Come on, man. What am I supposed to do? How can you beat that team? That's crazy, bro. Shai got finals MVP. Shout out to him, I guess. I'm so upset right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was pretty demoralizing. But we skipped the draft. You know, we didn't have our own first round pick. It was number 28, but it went to the Raptors. Now we're in free agency. Let's resign Mikal Bridges, 40 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. We're also gonna resign Andrew Nembhard, 13.5 M's, 3 years. And he also says yes. Now we're gonna resign Isaiah Jackson, 13 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. But we're gonna be an expensive team, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, we don't have the money to re-sign Gary Trent Jr. Let's get Malik Beasley instead, man. 3.25 M's, 2 years. Will he say yes to this? And he will. That's good. Now we're here player progression, and once again, we do got some green arrows here. We got Pascal Siakam up 1-81. That's surprising. We also got Mikal Bridges up 1-88. We got Darius Walker up 3-81. Andrew Nembhard up 1-81. Isaiah Jackson up 1-80. And Malik Beasley down 1-77. That's totally fine, though. And that's it, bro. I still like this team. But man, 3 straight trips to the NBA Finals, and we can't win a championship. That's so brutal. Alrighty, so the team here 4 is looking like Tyrese Haliburton, Mikal Bridges, Aaron Neesmith, Pascal Siakam, and also Miles Turner. On the bench, you got Darius Walker, we got Andrew Nembhard, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Jackson, and Malik Beasley. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get back to simming. Alright, man, so I went ahead and skipped the trade deadline. You know, I couldn't really find anything that made sense for us, but that's totally fine. We went 59-23 this season. We'll take that. Anyways, I got Chet Holmgren MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't. What about the NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. Anything for Indiana? It's not looking like it. Already, it looks like we're the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. I guess we'll take that. Let's take a look at the stats now. No surprise here. Tyrese Haliburton led the way once again. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal. And let's see, he shot 41% from deep. We also got Mikal Bridges 39%. Aaron Neesmith 44, that's really good. Jarris Walker 37, and even Malik Beasley, man, 41%, that's good. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. I got Pascal Siakam, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got Mikal Bridges, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And it looks like our man got the bench this time was Jarris Walker. He averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyrese Haliburton and Shaedon Sharpe now. That's interesting. Chris Middleton, Patrick Williams, and Joel Embiid. I mean, come on, bro. That's a playing team. I guess we got to shorten the rotation. All right, so I did make it a 9-man rotation, and I took Malik Beasley out of it. So let's get into this thing, man. As let's see. We're going to take this game by game per usual. We lose game 1. 1-1, way to bounce back there, boys. It is 2-1 us now. Let's see, 3-1. Can we get the gentleman sweep? And yes, we can. There we go. Now we're moving on to the second round, and we're going up against the Toronto Raptors, man. That's pretty funny. Let's take a look at the matchup. They got Bronny James now, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Tajon Salwan, I don't really know, and then Jakob Poeltl. It's a good team, man. I think that we are better, but you never really know at this point. So we win game 1. It is 2-0 us now. Let's see, 2-1, that's fine. It is 3-1. Can we get the gentleman sweep? And we can. There we go. Now we're moving on to the conference finals, going up against the Washington Wizards. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyus Jones, Jacoby Walter, Danny Avdija, Paolo Banchero now, and then also Jalen Duren. That's a good team, man. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. As we do win game 1, it is 2-0 us now. 3-0 us, and I guess we get the clean sweep, bro. That was really easy. Now we're moving on to the NBA Finals, and look who we're gonna face, man. The OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they don't have Jalen Brunson anymore. All right, bro, we got a chance. I mean, they still got Shea, they got Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren, but I feel like we got a chance, man. So let's get into it. As we lose game 1. Let's see, it is 1-1, way to bounce back there. 2-1 us now. 3-1 us now, bro. Are we finally gonna do it? Yes, we are. There we go. It took 4 years, man, but the Indiana Pacers have finally won a championship. And Tyrese Haliburton led the way. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 50-40-90, man. Shout out to him. And bro, check out what he did in the closeout game. 45 points, 7 rebounds, and 16 assists. That's insane. We also got Mikal Bridges, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And I guess he's got passed in his name for a reason, man. Pascal Siakam, 19 points and 12 assists. That's insane. Let's take a look at the playoff stats now, man. We got Tyrese Haliburton, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2 steals. And he shot 45% from deep. Wow. We also got Mikal Bridges stepping up, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and 35% shooting from deep. Not too bad. And you can't forget about Pascal Siakam, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. And he shot 41% from deep, man. Shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie, man. I did not think it would take us 4 years to win a championship, but we still got a really good team. You know, Tyrese Haliburton, Pascal Siakam, Mikal Bridges, Miles Turner. It's a little bit older, but they got some years left. And then we got a good supporting cast. You know, Jarris Walker, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Neesmith, Obi Toppin. Honestly, we should have gotten some more rings, man, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with it. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been TKJ. Blessings.